Odria will be in net for the North Shore Knights, who looking to rebound here against the hometown Port Huron Prowlers. Port Huron, if you've been keeping up this season, has been extremely effective in every asset of the game. Over to Graham. Graham with help. Dalton J. J moving in. Wrist shot and a save. Nice save there by Odria. Here comes Robertson. Robertson coming in with some speed. Wrist shot. Comes free down to Parkhouse and a save by Odria. Back to Baker on the point. Wrist shot goes sailing wide. Yanni backhand pass to Robson. Robson going to get a shot off here. Robson, and a shot goes wide of the net. Shot by Pace from the point. Gets on, a nice save by Odria. Coming right back to Timofeyev. Port Huron keeping it in though and being persistent. Doe feeds it back to the point. Baker, wrist shot. Gets on to Odria. Good job by Odria. One back away, Robertson. Robertson to Doe. Doe moving in. Doe looking for help. Back to Robertson. Robertson shot, save. Somehow Odria made that save. I don't know how, but in great position over center ice to Austin Doe. Doe wrist shot and goes up high. Nice save by Odria. And kept onside there. Good job by Robertson. Robertson at the point. Big drive. And right on to Odria. Odria makes the save. But Odria looking pretty strong here. Nothing against the goaltending last night for North Shore because there were shots coming from all over the place, every angle, but point to Robertson. Robertson over to Doe. Back to Parkhouse. Parkhouse back to Robertson. Big drive. Goes on to Odria. Odria makes another save. Rebound went wide, but Dalton J moving in. Dalton J right side. Dalton J all by himself was Dalton J. Got a shot off, and nice save again by Odria. One by Port Huron. Out to Doe. Doe, a lot of space there. Gets a shot on Odria, and he makes a stellar save. Johnson feeds Parkhouse. Parkhouse with some speed. Moving into Doe. Doe shoots it on net. Good job by Odria, who holds on. So at the 10th or the 11th, shot of the game for Port Huron, who's getting it started, I guess we'll say offensively, but haven't dominated the way they did last game. Shot on to Odria, who makes another save. Over to Lirakos. Lirakos, right side. Wrist shot, pad save. Nice save by Odria. And puck will hit the sideboards and come back over to Timofeyev. Timofeyev shot and save by Odria. At center ice, Robertson picks it up. Brandon Parkhouse moving in. Parkhouse shot, save by Odria. Timofeyev. Timofeyev moving in. Shot doesn't get in. Timofeyev another shot, hits the post. Good save by Odria there on the initial shot. And here comes Pace again with it. Pace trying to make a move. Picked up by Kasich, and a big save by Odria on the Kasich wrist shot. And just like that, right out in front, another shot, and clock will wind down, so that'll be the end of the first period. Prowlers and Knights tied at 1 apiece. And we're back for the second period action as the Prowlers and Knights tied at 1 apiece. North Shore Knights got a goal from Frankie Hart, 7:22 into that first period, but Port Huron pouring it on offensively, peppering 20 shots on Odria, the goaltender for the North Shore Knights. Port Huron tossed over around the boards over to Portillo. Portillo moving in all by himself. Portillo unable to get a shot off. And Odria in good position. And backhanded on to the stick hand of Doe. Moving in is Alex Johnson. Johnson trying to get it out to the slot. Somehow gets it on to Odria, but Odria makes the save. Pace bringing it in. Wrist shot, saved by Odria. Parkhouse picking up the rebound. Back to the point to Colton. A nice save. And here comes Port Huron with Graham. Graham to Johnson. Over to Dalton J. Dalton J gets a shot on, saved by Odria. And back down is Port Huron. Robertson Robertson, and that dangerously off of the goaltender's stick. Could have easily slid in, and rebound, shot, another save by the netminder Odria. And Brock back into the zone. Wrist shot from the right side. Robertson keeping it alive. Doe out front to Robertson. Parkhouse spins. Shot. Saved by Odria. Parkhouse comes right back over to the rebound. Down to Robertson. Robertson over to Doe. Picking it up is Port Huron. Got to be careful if you're the Knights here. But for Port Huron, starting to find their groove offensively. That the 27th shot of the night, but also 26 saves. Extremely effective was Odria in the second period. So far tonight, Odria, you have to be fairly impressed with how he's come out here and played. A lot of shots by Port Huron, not as much as last night, but still very active as Odria with that butterfly style, and has been really steady. And for a team that does struggle a little bit defensively, Odria could be a good find for them in the upcoming season as they look to improve. Expansion season, really tough to be a solid team and make much noise outside of the Golden Knights and the NHL, who have an opportunity to win the whole thing. Timofeyev making a move. Timofeyev in and stopping the netting, will come off the post. Over to Doe. Kept in. Over to Parkhouse. Pass over to Robertson, trying to feed him for the one time. Robson, speaking of doing a good job here, over to Timofeyev, over to Baker. Baker moving in, wrist shot. Good save by Odria. Back to Jay. Jay, wrist shot, and goes up into the netting and out of play. And they've had a couple opportunities here in the second, but unable to get it past Rick Odria, making the start tonight for the North Shore Knights. Port Huron had all day and came out with 9 goals. Moving in, Port Huron, Robertson, wrist shot, saved by Odria, and he'll hold on to it. Giuliano, Portillo all by himself. Portillo had a ton of time, doesn't get the shot off, and then when he finally did, at a tough angle, last minute of play here in the second period. Port Huron moving in. Another shot from the side. And Port Huron, just like that, just when you think it's going to end with a 1-1 tie, Port Huron with that goal takes a 2-1 lead, 42.6 seconds left. And Odria, all he can do is hold his head as he's played a whale of a hockey game so far. Breaking free is Robson. Robson moving in with Liarakos. Liarakos, wrist shot. Just goes wide. Timofeyev picks it up. Backhand, leaves it in to Liarakos. Liarakos looking for somewhere to go. 27 seconds. Backhand chance. And Graham picking up that goal if you're keeping track at home. And here comes Timofeyev in with 3 seconds. Timofeyev, shot. Just goes wide of the post. And that'll be the end of this period. So Port Huron with the late goal, up 2-1. Dalton J. Picks it up, and a shot on to Odria. Odria holds on. Face off one. Giuliano tosses in, and I don't think Odria knows where that puck is, but he's on top finally and able to hold on to with 18-19. Comes over to Alex Johnson. Johnson gets a shot off there, blocked. Johnson, another shot. Just goes wide of Odria. And we'll come back to the point. Brandon Parkhouse crossed out front. Could have been dangerous. Again, Odria's been very, very active here. 41 shots on the netminder for the Knights. But a good bounce back game for North Shore. Robertson moving it in. Robertson, big drive and save by Odria. Parkhouse looking for someone to go. Parkhouse going to shoot it himself. Blocked, knocked down, comes back down to Pace. Pace with a shot on net over to Doe. Doe. And scored late in that second period to come away with a 2-1 lead in this third with just 14:50. Port Huron going to be awfully tough to overcome. Shot on net from Pace. Giuliano picks it back up. Liarakos over to Timofeyev. Timofeyev, wrist shot, saved by Odria. Comes back over to Liarakos. Over to Timofeyev. Timofeyev, a ton of time there and room, but can't get enough on it. And Port Huron comes back down. That one in the air. Liarakos slapping at it, but his stick knocked out of his hands and broke. The rebound, and did so there as well. Good job of holding on. Puck comes out to center ice, out back into the Port Huron end. Parkhouse back to Johnson. Johnson over to Colton. Here comes Parkhouse. Parkhouse all by himself. Big save by Odria. Odria with a huge glove hand save to keep it out of the net. Port Huron moving in. Robertson with Doe. Doe with a lot of room. Doe throws it on net. Odria, and another save. So he's keeping this team in the game right now. A heck of a performance. Here comes Port Huron moving in. Touch pass. Nice save by Odria. Somehow stopping Robson there. Robson, with a little bit of room, was able to get free and get a nice backhand shot. But Odria playing well tonight. Getting another save. Back to Baker. Baker from the point. Baker with a wrist shot. Gets on to Odria. And Odria will hold on. So 3-1 with 9:04 left. And you have to think, for the Knights, they haven't had much of an opportunity in the last couple periods, as the chances are getting a little faint here as the game moves on. Nice pass there on the spin move, but unable to find anybody in the slot. Oslin's shot from the point, knocked down, comes back to Johnson. Johnson has some room. Johnson wrist shot and a save by Odria. Shot again by Dalton J. Behind the net there, it's another save by Odria. 57 shots already by Port Huron. And now Port Huron just playing defensive hockey, trying to wind some clock down. And just when I say that, Port Huron comes down with a rush of 3-on-1, but a good save by Odria. Will come out of the zone and retreat and bring that puck back in. Over to Timofeyev. Timofeyev with some space, taking his time. Down low, back to Timofeyev. Shot, save by Odria. Prowlers looking for more offense late in this game. Johnson, wrist shot off the blocker. And that's it. Another win for Port Huron. They'll win this victory tonight, 3-1.